Let's dive into FUNDINNO. They're a huge player in Japan's startup scene and just hit the market.
So, here's the pitch versus the reality. Are they a tech platform or just an old-school investment bank?
Their big mission? To let anyone, and I mean anyone, invest in Japan's next big startup.
And get this, they absolutely dominate the market. We're talking over 90% market share.
This is where it gets wild. Revenue is just exploding, but their costs are barely even budging.
So you have to ask, is this tech platform for real? Let's peel back the layers here.
First up, let's follow the money. Where is it actually coming from? And here's the answer. A massive 68% is from transaction fees alone, not SaaS.
This makes their revenue super volatile, just like an investment bank. It's all based on deals.
On top of that, they're running into some uniquely Japanese regulatory walls. This really limits growth.
See, it's not an open market. Trading happens in these closed-off communities, which kills liquidity.
Plus, regular folks can only invest about 500,000 yen per startup. That's a hard cap.
So what about the people inside? Employee reviews paint a pretty interesting picture. On one hand, you've got employees who are totally bought into the mission, a real sense of unity. But on the other hand, it's a brutal, high-pressure sales culture. Make your numbers or you're out.
And that pressure is causing a brain drain. Talented people from the early days are leaving.
So you see the big contradiction, right? They brand as tech, but run on pure manual sales hustle.
Okay, so if you're an investor, what do you do with all this? It's a real dilemma.
It's a classic tug of war, huge market share versus some very real, very serious structural risks.
A lot of their success really boils down to this idea of policy beta. It's all about government support.
So who's this for? Really, it's a bet on policy and vision, not a stable, predictable business.
So let's recap the three big things: volatile revenue, regulatory caps, and a sales-driven tech platform.
When you get down to it, this whole IPO is a bet. Can a big vision break through a tough reality?
And that leads to the one final critical question about where FUNDINNO goes from here.
Can they actually evolve from a founder-led site into a true piece of public financial infrastructure?